Antitrust in the news. Antitrust law is major news these days, but most people don't know what antitrust law is or how exactly it impacts our economy. We know generally that antitrust cases involve huge billion-dollar amounts, and it transforms entire industries. But what is antitrust? These videos provide that basic overview, so you'll understand the framework of what is antitrust law in the United States. As I mentioned, antitrust law is front-page news these days, but you may not have realized it because sometimes it can be inconspicuous that the stories you read are about antitrust law. So I'll give you some examples. For example, if you recently bought or sold a home, you may be entitled to a payment. The National Association of Realtors entered into a legal agreement, agreeing to pay $481 million to home buyers and sellers who overpaid on real estate agent commissions. This will probably change the way homes are bought and sold across America. But what did antitrust law have to do with it? Or if you live in Indiana or Ohio, your local grocery store is probably a Kroger. Kroger is selling its pharmacy business because the antitrust regulators are requiring it to do so. This will impact how and where you get your medications. But why is it happening? Kroger wants to merge with Albertsons, and the Federal Trade Commission threatened to block the deal unless Kroger sells off these assets. What does antitrust law have to do with this? Or, as March Madness is upon us, lots of people are watching college basketball. Some of the key players at major schools are joining sports unions. For example, the Dartmouth basketball team voted on whether to join the local SEIU 560 union. This did not happen before because the National Collegiate Athletic Association did not permit schools to pay college athletes. The NCAA lost a Supreme Court case. Athletes are now paid. They are more easily considered employees, and employees have some rights to unionize. And so there is an antitrust angle to the fact that your favorite sports players are unionizing because unions are otherwise prohibited under antitrust law. These examples show how antitrust law impacts our life in myriad ways, from buying your home to getting your medications to watching your favorite sports. We sometimes see what antitrust law does, but most people don't really know what antitrust law is. To fill that gap, this video series answers the question, what is antitrust law?